To the air, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Butler. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Something about missed field goals, even long ones like that, a bit demoralizing. Now the offense set up at about the 38-yard line. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take the deep shot. Looking to get it in.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires left. Caught on the outside, it's Moss. He gets him across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's caught. It's Harris. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Washington wants to go quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
The Huskies will go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown, Washington.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Udo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working on the right. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Breaks the tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Huskies in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Lemon. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Moss. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. All down. They'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fires to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The field goal is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. Oh, what a cut. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's dragged down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stopped. It was a bad play call.
Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Keeps looking downfield. First down and more. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. At the 35, he's loose. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Washington. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. That free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Wants to throw. It's Levis. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Going to try to get it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Moss. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burrell. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
It's complete. And he's knocked down. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets away from him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways